Well, he may join us. As I was saying, if you're joining us via telephone tonight, I would ask that you stay muted until you have something to say in the way of comments. And at that time, you can unmute yourself by pressing *6. If you are participating via computer, I'm going to ask that you remain muted until you have comments to offer, if you have comments to offer. At this time, I'd like to go ahead and go on the record. Good evening. It's February 2nd.
This meeting is being recorded.
Good evening. It's February 2nd, 2023, and the current time is 7:09 p.m. Now, the question and answer portion of the public hearing just ended, and it was one of the longer ones. So if you had questions about this rate case, I hope you were able to get those questions answered. Now, the Missouri Public Service Commission has set aside this time for a local public hearing in file number ER-2022-0337. And that's a general rate case, which is captioned as, in the matter of Union Electric Company doing business as Ameren, Missouri, tariffs to adjust its revenues for electric service. My name is John Clark, and I'm the regulatory law judge that is going to be presiding over this hearing tonight. Now, the Missouri Public Service Commission regulates the rates charged by investor-owned utilities companies in Missouri to ensure that those rates are just and reasonable. The Commission also regulates the quality of service and the safety of operations of investor-owned utilities. Now, the Commission is made up of 5 commissioners: Chairman Scott Roop and Commissioners Maida Coleman, Jason Holzman, and Glenn Kolkmeyer. Now, 1 commission seat is currently vacant. The commissioners are appointed by the governor to fixed terms and confirmed by the Senate. The commissioners employ a staff of engineers, accountants, attorneys, financial analysts, and other specialists in the area of utility regulation. And with me today are Commissioners Maida Coleman, Jason Holzman, and I believe Commissioner Glenn Kolkmeyer may be joining us shortly. Would any of the commissioners like to make an opening remark? I hear none.
Thank you, Judge. This is Commissioner Holzman. We just want to say thank you to everybody who offered testimony tonight. I'm glad to hear the question and answer session was robust discussion, and we will be listening, and we appreciate everybody's input. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner.
Judges, Commissioner Kolkmeyer, I am on the line, and I want to echo Commissioner Holzman's comments and thank everyone for participating this evening.
And thank you, Commissioner Kolkmeyer. And I said that you would most likely be joining us. Now, the court reporter is transcribing this hearing so that the commission will have an opportunity to review comments later. And I'm going to begin by asking counsel for to enter their appearance for the record, starting with Ameren, Missouri. Counsel for Ameren, Missouri.
Good evening. My name is Eric Banks from Banks Law, LLC. My address is 1824 Shoto Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63103.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. On behalf of the commission staff.
My name is Carolyn Kerr. I'm attorney for the Public Service Commission. Address is 200 Madison Street, Jefferson City, Missouri, 65109.
Thank you, Ms. Kerr. On behalf of the Office of the Public Counsel.
Nathan Williams, Chief Deputy Public Counsel, appearing on behalf of the Office of Public Counsel and the public in general. Address is Governor Office Buildings, Suite 650, 200 Madison Street, P.O. Box 2230, Jefferson City, Missouri, 65102.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. And there are a number of interveners in this case. Are there any parties I have not called? And I hear none. Now, normally, if in a public hearing where comments were to be made, I would call names that were on a list. Unfortunately, I don't have a list in front of me. So let me just briefly explain what will be involved with the comment session. If you wish to make a comment to the commission, I'll place you under oath and ask you to state and spell your name, and then you'll have an opportunity to offer your comments to the commission. If you offer comments, I'm going to ask that when you're finished making your comments, you don't immediately log off or go away, because I may have questions for you, or the commissioners may have questions for you, or some of the attorneys that you just heard may have questions for you. If any commissioners, attorneys have questions, just chime in when you have those questions and let me know. Now, the commission will not be able to answer your questions this evening, and that's because the commission has to remain impartial until after the evidence is presented at the evidentiary hearing. If you have questions, please speak to representatives of the company, the commission staff, the Office of the Public Counsel. Also, I'm going to ask that everybody be polite to those who are talking and understand that they just want to have their comments made to the commission. Please treat others as you would like to be treated. And if anybody likes at the end, I would be happy to give out the number for Ameren, Missouri Customer Service, as well as for PSC, the Public Service Commission Consumer Services. Now, if you're on the fence about offering comments to the commission, I would urge you to lean towards offering those comments. And that's because the commission has an opportunity to hear from the parties at the evidentiary hearing and in the parties' briefs, but this is the commission's opportunity to hear from the public. And that has value to the commission. I learn something at almost every public hearing that I attend. With that in mind, is there anybody who would like to make comments tonight to the commission? And it's entirely possible that there may not be. A lot of people just show up for the question and answer session, and that's great. And if you were able to get your questions answered, that's all the better. But I'm going to hold it open for just a second, and just audibly unmute yourself and let me know if you would like to make a comment. Would anybody like to make comments to the commission this evening about this rate case? Okay, I hear no one and I see no hands up at this point. I'm going to say one last time, just to be sure that I'm giving everybody a chance. Anybody like to make a comment? Going once, going twice, going 3 times? Okay. Well, I'd like to thank everybody who showed up here today. And I'm assuming that everybody just showed up for the question and answer session. If, however, you get back to your home and you realize that you would have liked to have made a comment but didn't, or you're talking to somebody about the question and answer session and they say, hey, I would like to make a comment to the commission, it is possible to still make comments to the commission even if you don't attend a public hearing. And you may do that by making written comments by contacting the commission's the email address, pscinfo@psc.mo.gov. By contacting the Office of the Public Counsel. They've been gracious enough to be sure that those comments get filed with the commission, or by going to the PSC's webpage. And if you go to the webpage, you will find a link whereby you can leave comments for this case. It helps to have the case number for this case. And the case number is ER-2022-0337. I said I would give those numbers, so I'm going to go ahead and give those anyway. If you are interested in contacting Ameren, Missouri Customer Service, you may do so by contacting 1-800-321-2477. And if you wish to contact PSC Consumer Services, you may do so by contacting 1-800-392-4211. I would like to thank you all once again for showing up tonight, and this hearing is now adjourned and we will go off the record. Thank you, commissioners.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice night.
You as well.